Meet Leo, my neighbor. He's lived in South Houston for about 6 years. He has recently acquired an '83 Pontiac Grand Prix here, and we think that it has a first-gen 4.3 liter V6 in it with an Edlebrock 1403 500 CFM 4-barrel carburetor, electric choke, with a performer intake and HEI and vacuum vents. It's suffering basically a really rich idle, and the idle is the idle screw is really set for it to run fast. And what's happening is they had whoever built this got right to the finish line, except they put the vacuum advance on the ported advance. So basically what would happen is whenever you'd set the choke and start at a high idle, vacuum would be there because the engine's running 1300 RPMs, and so the ported vacuum is pulling on the vacuum advance. Well, in this situation here, whenever the engine would get warmed up and you would kick it back down, it would lose the vacuum to the advance, and basically the engine would start running like crap. And of course, how it was compensated for is basically the people before they tried to work it out in the carb, and you just can't. So anyhow, without further ado, just check out this episode. I'm going to go through all the different troubleshooting procedures, plus there's a parts list in the description, plus the link to Yo H-Town What You Got, which is Bully's channel, and that's the guy's car who's featured here today. So y'all
take the man's wallet.
Bye.
I got a present for you too, man.
That ain't right. Hey, and I think this is on the wrong side. I do, on this vacuum line.
Oh really?
Yeah, I do. Damn, man, I saved that PDF too on the carburetor.
Black.
I want white. God, I can't keep it clean. I'll take the black. Bet. Nice.
That's my logo.
Hell yeah.
I do comedy shows.
All right, bet. I'm gonna put that's gonna go on the dash.
You know what that means, right?
Telocico. Okay, so something sick.
No, telocico means shut your mouth.
Oh, nice. Shut your mouth.
Shut your mouth.
Oh, shoot.
Like if one of your buddies come, hey man, remember that girl, Mary, the one we met the other night at the bar?
Telocico, man. Come on, man, not that one. I know who you're talking about. Yeah. Man, that girl's a dude. You took her home, dog? No way. Did you see her chin was rough in the morning?
Yeah, that's what
that's why your face red.
Basically, as we get geared up here, gonna get the vacuum gauge going, and gonna basically put a fitting in, basically a 3-way vacuum fitting in, that's gonna allow me to hook up a gauge anytime that I need to monitor, the vacuum going to the vacuum advance. This is basically gonna just allow me to troubleshoot, one of two things. First is the vacuum advance, the plunger that's inside, the rubber diaphragm inside, is it still in one piece? Will it hold vacuum, right? Number two, what is the vacuum that's being supplied to it? Is it getting manifold vacuum while it's running, or is it getting just ported? And that ported can be tricky because when you first choke the engine out, and if it's running over 1,000 RPMs, then the butterfly is going to be open a little bit, so you're going to get that ported vacuum coming through. And when you kick it back down, well, you're going to lose that vacuum, and by then you might not even be, looking for vacuum on that anymore. And this engine is supposed to have manifold vacuum. So as you can see, I've put the T in here. Now I'm going to get the fittings. I have two little adapters here I'm going to use to basically make it, mate with a smaller tube. And you'll see I'll put that together here real quick here. So, and you want to get one of these whenever you're dealing with one of these kind of vehicles, because this is the only way you're going to be able to test the different vacuum systems on it. I will leave a link in the description. This is a cheap one off of eBay. It's not the best, but hey, it gets the job done.
So, I'm gonna need to go ahead and get that right now.
Go ahead.
We're gonna shine it right here on this diaphragm. Okay, because this vacuum line goes directly to that. And what we're gonna see, can you put that right there?
Yeah.
Okay, and then let's get it on this gauge. What we want to see now, this vacuum is going to leak a little bit. But see how it's holding vacuum? Okay, so that tells me that's a good diaphragm that's in there, right? Okay, so now the next thing we're going to check now is now let's rehook this up. Okay, we're going to verify your choke is working properly, but you're going to make sure that you engage it properly. Okay, it's going to be in one fluid motion. The gas pedal goes firmly to the floor, right?
Okay.
And that's what sets the choke. I'll start turning it on me. Now let's make sure that's that. I think it's working properly. I think it just got kind of out of whack from people pumping it all the time when it's cold. So go ahead and hit that. Go ahead and do, like I said, one fluid motion all the way to the floor. Not punching it, but just once you get going, go ahead and go. And then not smash it, but mash it.
Yeah. So one time and then turn it over? Is that what you want me to do?
First I want to see if the choke sets.
So just stomp on it one time? Not stomp on it, but step on it again?
Yeah. It's just, I mean, just there was a technique back in the day to it. You didn't kill it, but I mean, you did it right. Yep, go ahead. Oh, look at that. Beautiful. Now, I mean, theoretically, if you're getting gas, right, your timing's decent, it should fire right up. Now, the only thing is this thing runs so damn fast. So let's only keep it running hot like that. I don't know. We'll see. I don't like starting them up that fast, but we don't really have a choice to begin with. All right, go and crank it up.
So here we fire it up, and right off the bat, it's getting strong vacuum. You can see the fan clutch kicked in. She's running at probably about 13. Actually, probably even faster. Probably about 15 or 1600 RPM. Right now, we're getting 25. Well, a little bit over 20, about 21, PSI vacuum. So right now, we're getting full advance, and the engine sounds really good. So, we watch it for a little bit. We're gonna let it warm up, and then we're gonna move. I'm gonna go ahead and fast forward to that clip.
So we think this is a 4.3, and I think it is, because when I looked at a Vortech 4.3, that grommet was right there in that same spot. And then this has got the 350 style water pump on it. Go ahead and kick it down now. Hey, like this, look. All right, come here. No, leave it on. Okay, I prayed for you before I came over here. Okay, now that it's at idle, right?
Yeah.
And it's not running freaking 1500 RPM, ported vacuum, you lose vacuum at idle. Okay, this engine is supposed to have manifold vacuum at idle. So see right now how it's registering 0?
Yep.
That means right now the vacuum diaphragm is out of play.
So it's not working right.
It's not working at idle. And that's why whenever you come to a stop, it's trying to die on you. And why whenever you start revving up the engine and the mechanical and the ported vacuum kicks back in, it runs it back up again. So what we're gonna do is we should be able to make this adjustment right now. Hold this. Because right now, when I unplug this, it should make no difference. Okay? Now, we're gonna take this. This is gonna create a massive vacuum leak in just a moment. Okay, we'll plug it with we're gonna plug this one now, because every time you open the throttle, it's gonna go on vacuum. Now what's gonna happen is, when I plug this in, the idle should jump up. Okay, so if it starts running really fast, I want you to go ahead and kick it off for a second. All right. I think we're gonna be okay, but just in case, we'll see. And we might have to lengthen this a little bit. Okay, there it is. Okay. Now, listen to it. Now she's really happy, but she's running really fast now that we've got that advance back. Now watch what happens. Watch, I'm gonna unplug it again. Listen to the engine. This is your engine. Listen how hard it's running now. Yeah. Okay, here it's happy. We're gonna slow it down some, but here it's running nice and cool. Burning all that fuel that's coming into the combustion chamber. And the carb or the timing or nothing yet. You know what I mean? So anyways, let's rein it in a little bit. We're gonna bring it down some in idle. Now another thing I want to teach you, even if I gotta help you get these gaskets, we gotta get these.
Yeah.
You know, and you're talking about chrome and all that shit. You could just paint these. You know what I mean? In the meantime, I mean, nobody paints them. Everybody does chrome, and you can be cool like me and have blue valve covers. All right, so let's slow it down a little. Now what we're gonna do, we're gonna put the timing light on it. Okay, let's see here. Come on, baby. Okay, right here. That's what they said. The first one on the front. Okay. Now, oh no, I'll be doing that probably. Okay, don't scratch no paint either. That's why you never have your keys or belts. If you got belts, which I didn't wear one because I knew I'd be all up in your car, but my freaking pants keep freaking falling off. Okay, so.
Some real gangster.
Bam. Okay. Now. Come over here. We're not gonna time it because I don't think we need to. It sounds pretty good, and the fact that it fires right up, that tells me that the base timing is good. Yeah. Because if your base timing is off, right, the engine's not turning, so you have no timing, no mechanical, no advance, and it cranks right up. That means you're firing up on time, especially if it's cold. Okay, let's see here. We got to make sure we don't make a mistake here. You know what I mean?
Keep something or burn something.
Well, I'm not worried about burning anything. I'm worried about just getting tangled up and getting killed.
Oh, that's it? Oh.
Yeah. This is our computer for these old cars. Okay, there we go. Ooh, beautiful. All right, let's check it out.
Hold the light.
got it. Tell me what our RPMs are when they start going down.
1130, 1120, 1110, 1100, 106, 105, 103, 970, 960, 940.
Okay, go ahead and put it back in gear.
890, 900, 910.
Okay, that's it. He's happy right there.
You're jumping between 890
That's what, yeah, that's probably just this. Let's see our vacuum real quick. Liking it. Now the deal is, don't let it trick you. When the engine starts getting hot, it runs on anything. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Okay, so now let's slow it down again.
All right, we're at 1010.
Okay.
960, 960, 930, 910,
Okay,
920.
should stabilize a little bit better now, around 900.
900, 900, 900, 910, 900, 910, 900.
Yep, that's it. Okay. Let's take it for a little cruise. Nothing crazy, because it's a little wet, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And we don't want to get hurt. But no, I'm serious. You know, I think it's gonna run. I think it's gonna run really good for you, man. I think it's gonna run really cool now because
It shouldn't die down at all no more.
because well, and now it's not having to work as hard. Like I don't see it smoking right now.
Yeah, I don't see it smoking either. Wow. Damn, bro.
Oh man, I'm Jesus Christ, he's the man. All right. Okay, and we're plugged on our ported now. Okay, so that's gonna open up once you start hitting it. So we're good there. Okay, our choke is set perfect because you kicked it down. Let me know. You should be able to, once it starts getting really hot, 89 degrees, you should be able to kick it down in about 2.5 minutes. The more you drive it and the more that you run it, the less you'll have to hit the pedal and kick down too. Because once you're using it all the time, it starts, you know, it gets back into the groove. Thanks be to God, man. Hopefully she runs good for you, bro. All right. Okay, now do our seatbelts work? Yes, nice. Okay, so she still might be a little low.
Feels pretty good.
We'll see. Maybe new plugs. Maybe just running like this for a while. You know what I mean? The way she can get back in the groove again. Okay, idle's still a little low.